This is the recording for the online exam, Chapter 9 for Conic Sections. So I've adapted it to show it online. Here's, for example, the Easter arch for problem 1. And then here's the gateway arch for still actually problem 1. And then still problem 1 for the bridge. And then trajectory for the parabola. I adapted it from the original take-home exam. And this Word document is posted as well. So if you'd like to look at this one first, by the way, notice in red here are already some answers given away. And here you see again the Easter arch and the gateway arch, and then there's the bridge and the shooting the foam dart, and then there's the ellipsis with the rotunda in the Capitol building. By the way, the rotunda is this one here. This is supposedly what's to be an ellipse. It's not this one, okay? So it's the one on the left here. All right. Then the planetary orbits, and that's the original one, which again I have adapted into an online exam. So here it is. You go through this one here, match the following, and just a hint, for most of the time, the answers that I have on the right-hand side are already in the correct order, and you just have to confirm them and figure them out on your own. Basically, you just have to fill in here, hey, this matches this matches that, and so on. It's really straightforward. And this continues on here. Here's another matching question. In this one, actually, you have to type a little bit. Notice what I put in bold. This is actually what you have to figure out. That happened on the matching questions as well. Notice stuff in bold right here. So here you actually have to type something. So you would have to say what curve is it really and how close does it resemble a parabola and so on. Notice also there's a few pieces of instructions sometimes where there's no bold part. Check out information on the gateway arch. It's impressive. But then it says here, you may post something for this, but you don't have to. And I did that a few times. Here's another one, or here's another one. All right, then you see this one here for the trajectory, and this means shooting a foam dart gun. Well, I already did that, which means the instructor did this and supplied the data, and it's all here. And again, remember that this one is basically in the correct order already. All right, then this one here is Conic Sections ellipse. You ought to actually watch that particular video here from the rotunda in the, it's the National Statuary Hall, which could be the same word though. So it's a National Statuary Hall, and you will see what's happening in this little video, and then you would have to answer this multiple choice question here. So locating Whispering Chamber, this is interesting. I found this twice. The Statuary Hall in a Capitol building listed as such. And then you have to answer a few questions here. Again, they're matched here. And then you will figure out, let's look at this floor plan, which I believe I have posted here. Remember, it's this one. This is the National Statuary Hall. This one is almost a semicircle. It's not as elliptical as this one makes it look like. So these people here who posted this one actually got it wrong, which, by the way, I gave kind of an answer away when you compare results and so on. What they figured is they thought this is the size of the ellipse, actually, the width, and it's not. This one is a straight line coming down here. It actually cuts into the ellipse, which is basically a circle, actually, really close to being a circle. Still, it needs to be an ellipse to be a whispering hall. All right, then here is a little bit more. So here's another problem here. Notice there's really only one that you have to answer. Compare and comment on this one. And then here is another one on the ellipse. This is planetary orbits, and you have to answer a few questions. And let's see. So here is still ellipse. I recommend that you watch this little video. And again, you have matching questions here. And then there's the last one. This is the hyperbola. And I used the comet trajectory for this one here. And then there are a few questions posted here as well. Again, pretty straightforward. Some essay questions that you have to answer. Look for the bold things. Don't pay attention to where it says you don't have to answer this one here, only if you want. There are a few of those in there as well, but otherwise pay attention to the things in bold. And then there's a number of matching questions, which I said are mostly in the correct order. By the way, on one of these problems, I asked to look at an Excel sheet. It's kind of here, but this is the Excel sheet, by the way, but I already did it for you, and that's what this little video is about. And again, you can refer back to this worksheet, which used to be the at-home exam, and now it's more of a study sheet to help you with this online exam. It's basically the same thing as the online exam, except in the online exam, I pretty much have given away most of the answers. You still have to look up a few, though, and of course match them correctly.